Well, let's try something in English then. Contactually.com, new app. Well, new, sort of new. I haven't seen it around, and I've been involved for quite a bit now. Let's check it out. It's sort of like a CRM solution, but really, really simple and really easy. Yeah, let's check it out. Well then, here we are logged in at Contactually. You can find them at contactually.com. What I want to show you is a couple of things. First of all is this dashboard thing they created, which is very functional and very handy. You'll see a lot of statistics on the top, featuring in the spotlight section where you can see who I contacted the most. Yeah, my girlfriend, of course, pretty easy on that one. You can see my progress. You can actually set a goal on how many people you want to follow up weekly. Pretty nice one because it, yeah, well, gamification actually works for me. Overall progress shows me how many people I've followed up in total since I've joined Contactually, which isn't really that much, to be honest, but, well, I haven't, how should I put this? It hasn't always been that relevant for me. I usually meet people walking by or just talking by on Twitter and Facebook, or in a meeting room or something. So I don't always need a tool to keep me up to date on the people I want to connect with. I'm not a very strict CRM user in that regard. Maybe I should be. It also shows me when I've last contacted someone, or at least how many people I've contacted on those days. I'll hide the stats for the moment to focus on what I think is the most important feature. You'll see the person here, Esme Schoenfeld, which I followed up the last time on July 2nd. She's featured in the Strong Ties bucket. I'll show you the bucket game in a minute. I can tell contextually if I wanted to snooze the contact, so to remind me in 14 days to follow up with her. To ignore this person, well, let's not do that. Won't make her happy. Or I could put in already followed up, and it puts Esme back in the bucket on the bottom of the bucket. When did I follow up? I could set that in and type in a note via Facebook. Or, well, at least something like that. Most of the time I use it this way. I didn't follow up yet, so let's put that away. You also see an overview of recent activity. And let's move on to the second tab. Maybe it'll show you something useful there. All the context, of course. Hardest part for me was to put everyone into a bucket. And that's, most of the time, it's just that. When you start using a new CRM tool, you usually end up putting people into different categories, tagging them, just to make lists or something like that. And, well, Contactually fits that into a bucket game. I created 4 buckets. My family and friends bucket, the Strong Ties bucket, people that are really close to me in my network, my leads bucket that are really relevant for me to actually generate some income, and the weak ties bucket. And the weakest link in my network are actually rather important as well. Not as important as the Strong Ties, but usually I end up getting business and getting money from my weak links in my network instead of the Strong Ties that I usually talk to. Sounds a bit obvious, but usually it works that way. Most giant networking people or people with a huge network aren't featured in my Strong Ties, but are in my weak ties. I've talked to them for a minute or maybe 2. I don't really know these people. So I end up putting them in a weak ties bucket and contacting them once every 60 days or something. Let me show the bucket game. That'll explain a bit more of that. You hear the hustling of the buckets and the cards. I've already shown some of that. The timer's actually not really relevant. I thought at first, well, maybe I'll have to play this really, really fast, but that's not the point of this game. The point is to put people in those categories, and it's really, well, a fun way of doing that, using the buckets. I can also use my keyboard, but I'll use my mouse for this example. I'll put that one in lead, and this one in strong ties, and someone else I don't know in weak ties. And you'll see categorizing and tagging people in this way is really easy and fast, actually, and it's fun in the end. I won't finish this one off for today, but you can actually join some form of high scoring, and it'll compare you to someone else. But it's not what this thing is about. It's about putting people into context. You'll see my buckets here, and you'll see my leads are really important to me, so I want to follow them up at least every 14 days. I'll actually put this one into 7. My weak ties is something I want to put in 60. Family and friends, not really that important, actually. Putting that up. Most of the time I'll actually talk to them anyway, so, or they'll call me. Strong ties, I'll put them on 30 days. I want to know what is going on in my network and where the new trends and things are happening. So that's an overview of the bucket game, and contextually in its, well, shape, we actually know about it right now on the 22nd of August 2012. Hope to see you back someday. This was my first screencast in English. Was a bit awkward from time to time, but I don't like cuts and getting takes out, so I just started. Let me know what you think about it. Thank you.